Hi, my name is Dr. Robin Abramsek, and I'm a general dentist in Heath, Texas. The name of my practice is Smile Ranch Dentistry, and I am here with Michael McNeil, our blog writer.
Good morning.
And we're here today to talk to you a little bit about bone broth. And bone broth is something that we serve in our waiting area every day. We're very proud to serve Epic Bone Broth, and it's something that I recommend to pretty much all of my patients. And the reason why I do that is because bone broth is a wonderful thing to incorporate into the diet when you're trying to heal and seal up your gut. So we tend to see higher caries or cavities in children who have a leaky gut or some gut dysbiosis. And so this is something that we talk about, we recommend, and then Michael is going to share a little bit with you as well.
Sure. So actually I just got back from a conference where a huge part of the talk was how oxidative stress on the body causes leaky gut tendencies. And so when we have leaky gut, we can have variants of symptoms. And I actually think one of the coolest, cheapest, most effective ways, and I like cheapest because it's something that you can do at home.
Yeah.
It's very inexpensive, and there are a lot of very expensive supplements out there that contain the same nutrients, right? So in bone broth you have glutamine, which glutamine is amino acid that helps coat in the lining of the stomach and helps repair the lining of the stomach. There's proline, there's glycine. If you go through just the amino acid profile alone, even in high quality, expensive protein powders don't have as good a ratio that the bone of an animal has when you slowly cook it into your own broth. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. So then we get into collagen. So as you cook your broth, you'll notice the fatty layer that starts to form on the top of the broth. It's this rich, delicious flavor. Well, that's the collagen or the protein matrix that makes up our skin. It's the connective tissue health. So a lot of people with joint pains, as my joint just pops there, a lot of people with joint pains, issues like that, they start taking bone broth and they start noticing that it goes away. It's also a high in glucosamine and chondroitin, two of these phytochemicals in bones that help bring fluidity to the joint, which is really needed in our day, because a lot of times we get, for lack of a better term, dried out. It become like brittle bone, if you will. And this is, it's like Chinese medicine. Taking the bone broth in is going to strengthen your bones. So at the very basic level, it's high in calcium, it's high in magnesium, which is majorly needed for
teeth and bone.
Teeth and bone, which is, we're all about teeth. We're all about bones. But especially for teeth, because you look at, like what we talked about in our previous video, indigenous tribal people, the way that their teeth structure is, the way even their bone structure is, they're built on a whole nother level. So I actually think that we're genetically predisposed to receive bone broth in.
We are,
because it has been used throughout history. I mean,
it's part of the ancestral diet, and that's something that we love to talk about, is the ancestral diet, but really we need to alter and adapt it, if you will, to our current lifestyle. And I know we've talked about the primal movements before. These people were not at the gym, like you said, but it's this ancestral diet. We are doing primal movements, but a lot of us tend to find ourselves going to the gym and doing outdoor activities. That's fine, but we need to take that ancestral diet and incorporate it into our diet today. Very, very important. Something that we talk about and support here at Smile Ranch. We need to love our bodies enough to eat right, to exercise, to heal our gut, so we'll have a healthy immune system.
That's right. Definitely.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks.